Listen, at some point, you're going to have to bend the knee to what you ask, to your goals, to your vision, and to the life you say you want. Because the truth is, if you do not kiss the ring to discipline, then you're going to bow to distractions forever, right? And everyone bows to something. And I say this to say from back in the day with kings and stuff like that, like being, saying you buying in, right? You buying in, you just realize like, hey, I'm defeated. Or I'm joining this, right? This commitment. Let me kiss the ring. Let me bow the knee. But whether you realize it or not, you're already kneeling either to your purpose or to procrastination. You're either worshiping your future or you idolizing that comfort zone you in. And what do I mean by kissing the ring, right? Again, it's just a metaphor for submission and reverence. Again, I use the king analogy, but it's technically not even for a person, but it's for your calling, right? If your goal is to be fit, you better start kissing the ring of healthy choices and early mornings. And if it's a situation, yeah, maybe you can go, later in the day, but as far as like how you operate, everything starts from when you wake up. Everything. Healthy choices not only when it comes to food and eating, but your discipline as far as your systems in place. Like when you get in the morning, you praying or you meditating or you reading. What are you doing early in the morning to get your day set up? If you dream of success in your own way, you're gonna have to bow to discipline. You're going to have to bow to structure and focus, and not your feelings. And this is what a lot of us get caught up, because here's the truth: when I was at my heaviest, that was one of the things that really affected me. Right, was my emotional well-being, my feelings. At my heaviest, I would get snappy. I'll be emotional, irregulated, and I'll be very. As a man, we can't be in our feelings, man, and not in the sense of we can't show natural emotion, but in the sense of we have to be stoic. We have to be emotional regulated. That way we can make practical and disciplined decisions, right? But here's the thing: there is a cost for not bowing. There is a price to pay for rebellion, for mediocrity, for regret, and repeated failure. There is a price to pay. And trust me, I paid for 'em. I paid my dues. Trust me, and I'm not perfect, so I always still have to pay a little bit, but not as much as I used to, right? And a lot of you guys are still paying this bill, man, of mediocrity. You still paying the bill of regret and repeated failure. Every time you delay your commitment, you delay your reward. Let me say that one more time. Every time you delay your commitments, you delay your rewards. Bending the knee is not weakness. It's it's honoring your future version of yourself, right? Because this is something I learned. Real power actually comes to surrender. When you surrender to discipline and not motivation, when you surrender to God really, and not the world, it's actually real power in that, man. Think about it like this: the king bends his knee before God, and not because he's weak, because he recognizes there's something higher, right? And this is where a lot of us. This is why I say, man, a lot of us, we know of God, but we don't know God. And that's the honest God truth, man. We know of God because somebody told us, because we seen the pictures where people think God is, but we really don't know God. And it's crazy because I feel like it was 2 points in my life where when I was younger, I felt like I spoke to God, and then I would even say In the last year and a half, coming up on 2, I really locked in and started to know God versus knowing of God. A lot of us don't even pray because we don't believe it. And I can understand why, because there's so many distractions in life that we never even really contemplate if it's real, because the world around us got us so distracted, right? But the point is, when you surrender to the process of discipline, then you're going to conquer that result of whatever your goals are. You will. And it's actually quite freeing as well, because when you discipline and you put yourself in your own system and it's working, you getting closer and closer to your goals. It's very freeing because you're not distracted, right? You're not controlled by what the world's asking you to do. Spend money here, go here, do this, move, eat this, move in the world how we want you to move in the world, versus you commanding your own mind and doing what you want to do. That's really freeing. That's really freedom. Is moving how you want to move, right? But it takes discipline. So that's the message for today. And it's simple, man. Stop resisting that very thing that can elevate your life. Bend the knee, kiss the ring to discipline, and not to people, not to opinions, but to the grind, man, to the work. Because listen, your future self was waiting on you, and that's what it wants. So, hey, drop a comment below. Tell me what y'all think about that. Subscribe to the Husband Code if it's your first time watching. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. Also, hit that like button if you got any value, and hit that notification bell, because we're going to continue to drop videos like this all the time. And until next time, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.